What's on the menu today? Yummy, crispy, fried chicken. Alright, so today we're going to make some fried chicken. And what we're going to be using is this Louisiana chicken fry mix. This makes some of the best crispy chicken. And so what we're going to start with is 5 tablespoons of this mix. Now on the directions it says that you want to take five tablespoons and you want to add it to a 1/2 cup of ice cold water. But what I'm gonna do is take my five tablespoons and I'm gonna add it to a 1/2 cup of ice cold beer. Okay, so you want to mix this up really well. It's gonna be my batter for my chicken. Now I have some chicken drumettes that I've cleaned and dried, and I'm gonna season those chicken wings. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of I'm gonna add in another tablespoon, just one more tablespoon, which is gonna be 6 to this mixture, because I want it to be a little bit thicker. Okay. This is already seasoned, but I'm gonna add a little bit more seasoning to it. All right. So here I have my chicken. It's already been cleaned. I'm gonna season my chicken with some accent. Also gonna add some garlic powder. Poultry seasoning. Some lemon pepper. And a shake or two of Creole seasoning. Now, as I stated before, the fish fry has already been seasoned, so I don't want to over season this chicken and make it too salty. Now I'm gonna mix this up together, make sure that it's fully coated, and then what I'm gonna do is take my chicken pieces and I'm gonna dip it into that batter that we made. So I'm gonna take my chicken, I'm gonna dip it into the batter like so, and then that same dry powder, I'm gonna dip it here. That's gonna add that layer of crunch. Okay, now I'm gonna dip it one more time in our liquid batter. Then I'm gonna dip it back into the powder. Okay, and then I'm gonna set it aside. And I'm gonna go on to another one. So here I have the chicken, dipping it into our beer batter mix, get it nice and coated, dip it back into the dry mix, This is pretty messy, You're going to have to wash your hands several times just to get them messy again. All right, then we're going to dip it back into the batter mix. Back into the dry. Get it fully coated. All right, and then we're going to set it aside. So I'm going to finish coating all of my chicken. And then we're going to drop it into our preheated cast iron skillet. So I'll be back when I'm ready to start frying my first batch. Okay. So, as you can see, I started frying. This is my first batch. At first I had the fire up a little bit too high. And I needed to turn it down, so that's why some of these pieces of chicken have already started to get the skin on them. I took them out and lowered my fire and then put them back in so that they don't cook so fast, they don't burn, and they cook all the way through. Now, these four I double dip, and you can see how crunchy that skin is. And these, I'm sorry, so when I say double dip, I mean I dip them in the liquid, then the powder, then back in the liquid, then back in the powder. These I only did one time, so I dipped them into the liquid and into the powder. And as you can see, they are not as crispy. They're still crispy, but not as crispy as these others. So in case you don't want to double dip, and you only want to do it once, they'll still have a crunchy texture on it, but they won't be as crunchy. Now this Louisiana fish fry, it has a really amazing taste to it. I always add a little more seasoning, but you don't have to. It would be perfect just the way it is. It has a different taste to it. I can't explain it. It's like a garlicky taste, but it's really good. It really is. So I'm going to let these continue to cook. My fire is actually on medium low because of the amount of breading that I have on this chicken. I don't want it to cook too fast. I want the meat to get in there and cook without burning the breading. That's why it's on medium low. And also, I don't want to overcrowd my pan either, my skillet. So I'm going to let these cook until they start floating. And then I'm going to take them out. Okay. And because the skin is so crispy, if you wanted to turn these into buffalo wings, breaded buffalo wings, kind of like Hooters, you can make up your buffalo sauce with your favorite hot sauce and your butter, and then dip these in. You can do the same thing with barbecue sauce and honey. They are so good. Or you can just eat them like this. So I'll come back and I'll show you the finished chicken wings when they're done. And here you have it. Crispy, crunchy, full of flavor, and tender on the outside. I hope you'll make this recipe. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Peace and blessings.